Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to construct our Tangrams. Is that what they're called? Tangrams, sorted. Okay, so I'm going to follow these instructions, exactly the same ones of what you've been given, and all we're going to use is our ruler, our compass, and our pencil. So instruction number 1 says we're going to draw a circle with a 2-inch radius and mark out the diameters. So you're just literally going to grab your ruler. I'm going to split my compass over 2 inches, just like that. So you can move that hand out of the way so you can see. Now with that being my radius, I'm going to draw the circle somewhere in my paper page. Okay, so job done. The next part of the same point says to mark out the diameters AB and HJ. Now all these letters sound a little bit confusing, but if you just look at the diagram that's already been provided, that's exactly where all the letters are. Okay, so my diameter of AB, well, that's the diameter is a line that goes from side to side while passing through the centre. Where is that from? Just like so. I'm just going to extend my lines a little bit more. So then that means this one is going to be A, this one's going to be B, and then I'm going to do another diameter, but this time going the other way. So extend them nice and long. I'm doing them lightly because these are going to be my construction lines. So that's H and J. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, draw the lines AH and BH and then continue an extra 2 inches. So if you look, I've already marked AH and BH out on the circle. So I just join up these 2 points like so. And I'm literally going to extend it though, because we're going to have to again use these construction lines later on. So I'm going to extend out A and H. Ooh. Just like so. Look at that, looking good. Next step, draw the arcs BD and AC. So they're parts of the circle centered on B and A. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stretch my compass so it goes from B to A. So make sure, honestly guys, you're in no rush here, so make sure you take the time to make sure your compass is the right position apart. Okay, so you can draw some perfect circles, good. So then from here, I'm going to plant my compass on point B. I'm just going to draw my arc going up. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. From A, I'm going to draw this arc also going up. Okay, so next step, draw a circle centered on H that touches but does not intersect with the larger circles C and D. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to write on C and D. So again, using my diagram, I can see that this is C and this up here would be D. Ooh. Okay, so I now need to draw a circle, so I'm going to use the radius from H to C. Once again, just splitting them, just make sure it's nice and accurate. So get my pencil right on there, perfect. So now I'm just going to draw this circle, a little bit more, going around, through those 2 points. See, if you're like me, and you're very special when it comes to using compasses, you can turn the paper. Okay, excellent stuff. So next bit, with the compasses at the same setting, put the point on J and mark E. So we marked J earlier on, so what I'm going to do, using my diameter, use that straight line, go put the point here. I'm just going to mark E, so that's going to be E just there. And then now I'm going to flip it the other way around, so that's going to be my radius, and I'm just going to create a circle again. So that circle now goes through there, exactly like that. And then my final step I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in the lines EF and EG. So F is where the circle crosses this line here, and G is where it crosses this line here. So I'm now just going to join those 2 up. And there we have our job done. But, so it's brilliant, so we've drawn them all, but it does get a little bit confusing, because we now have to cut them out. So to make sure we know what lines we're cutting, I'm going to highlight them in yellow. So everything I highlight in yellow you need to cut out. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go all the way around the outside. So we need to cut out the whole thing all the way around here. So that's going to be our first line. You guys can do something similar if you want to make sure that you've got the right ones. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to cut out these triangles here. Okay, and this one goes up the middle, the other one doesn't. You'll see what I mean in a second. Then we have this main triangle in here, going all the way up there. So these then cut out going across. And the last part is this doesn't cut down the middle. Okay, this one is a triangle in itself. So if you do the same sort of thing and highlight these out, then you can see exactly which ones you need to cut. Oh, final one. My mistake, there's one going down here as well. Last one that you need to cut out. There you go.